Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Black Ops 6. It looks like the first part of Activision's plan has been set in motion. We already got the leaks about Verdansk returning in Season 3, and then we got teased that a new Zombies map will be coming soon, and with it being 115 Day, we got a whole bunch of information that I want to go over here in today's video. Before we get started, what does it say about the state of the COD franchise when what seems to be objectively good news comes out, and the player base is over here like side-eyeing Activision and questioning the validity of the entire thing, right? Like, most of what we learned today is pretty good. Like, these changes and features will make the game better, but knowing that most of this is in response to the dwindling player base and the Call of Duty community turning their backs on the franchise, I think some of this news is actually pretty bittersweet. So first things first, the Tomb is going to be the new Zombies map within Black Ops 6, and it will be coming out with the launch of Season 2 on January 28th, which is pretty freaking crazy. Like, don't you guys think it's a bit odd that we just got a Zombies map with Season 1 Reloaded, and then literally 5 weeks later, they reveal the next Zombies map? By the time the Tomb releases, it will only have been 54 days between the release of Citadel and the Tomb. Like, that's a really accelerated timeline there, and maybe I'm just being too pessimistic because Call of Duty has burned me way too many times in the past, but I think it's pretty clear that they're pushing this Zombies map out sooner than expected as a way to try to win back the community and bring back the tens of thousands of players who have stopped playing the game. The question is, how many of these Zombies maps do they have? Are they kind of like front-loading all of their content in general? Like, was there only going to be, say, 4 post-launch Zombies maps, and now they're pushing all of them out really quickly, and so by the end of the game's life cycle, maybe we have no new updates? Like, what's the plan here? I'm really confused by this. It seems like they really accelerated the timeline when it comes to releasing Zombies content, but the map itself does look pretty cool. Like, the Zombies crew is going to be searching for that Sentinel artifact that we learned about at the end of the Citadel Easter egg, as it might be able to help out Samantha Maxis, and they're going to be doing so in this ancient burial ground. And Treyarch claims the map itself is going to be similar to Liberty Falls in terms of gameplay, with a focus on replay value and tighter spaces. There apparently will be a ton of Easter eggs, a reimagined wonder weapon from the past. Apparently the Pack-a-Punch camo is going to be something special this time around as compared to being like the teeth camo that we saw back in Liberty Falls. And they also claim that they're going to be bringing back what they call one of the most iconic SMGs in Zombies history. So as of right now, I'm not entirely sure what that might be. My mind immediately goes to the PPSH as being one of the best SMGs in the early Zombies maps, but they might also be referring to things like the Tommy gun. Maybe they're talking about the MP40, who knows? But if the SMG is going to be a part of the Zombies map, that means it will also be coming to multiplayer and Warzone as well. So it sounds like an old school SMG is going to be making its return with Season 2 for all the game modes within Black Ops 6. All of this sounds well and good to me, and I'm curious to hear what you guys think about it down there in the comments, because for me personally, Zombies has been like that one shining beacon for COD this year. Like, with multiplayer falling apart, ranked play being, well, unplayable essentially because we have no anti-cheat, and then Warzone just being in shambles because, again, no anti-cheat and people are just leaving it like crazy. It seems like the one thing that fans can agree on with this year's game is that Zombies has been pretty fun this time around. That's not to say that there aren't any problems whatsoever. I mean, there's some pretty obvious problems when it comes to the game always being online, and Activision, for some reason, they keep forgetting to feed their hamsters, which causes them to die, which causes the servers to die, which causes us to jitter around and rubber band and even disconnect while playing solo Zombies, which feels so bad. Like, lagging in solo Zombies is something I will never get used to, but overall, the experience that we've had so far with Black Ops 6 within Zombies is probably the best part of Call of Duty this year, and it sounds like they're going to be making it even better. Alongside revealing the Tomb, Treyarch also announced a ton of quality of life improvements that will be coming to Zombies, as well as a few of them that are going to be coming to multiplayer. Here we have challenge tracking and near completion challenges. No idea why this wasn't in the game at launch. It was in Modern Warfare 3, and it was fantastic in Modern Warfare 3, but they're finally adding it to this game. It's going to allow us to track up to 10 calling card challenges and camo challenges within Zombies and multiplayer. So all you have to do is press start while you're playing. You can see your challenges right there on your screen, and you can see your progress towards those challenges. Definitely a pretty good improvement. We have co-op pause, which again is a feature that should have been in the game at launch, but it's a welcome addition nonetheless. We then have AFK kick loadout recovery, as well as separate HUD presets for Zombies and multiplayer. And both of these, I won't lie, are good quality of life updates. When it comes to AFK kicking in zombies, it's so frustrating. Like when the game first came out, a bunch of us went in to explore Terminus for the first time. We weren't trying to beat the Easter egg or do anything like that or get to a high round. We just wanted to explore the map and see what things were like, when suddenly nature called for one of my friends. And we've all been there, man. You're feeling fine, but suddenly, like a punch to the gut, you go from 0 to 100 and you need to make a run for it before you have a photo finish in the bathroom. Well, because that happened, my buddy ended up getting kicked and he lost everything. Like, he could try to rejoin, but he was going to rejoin with nothing, which essentially meant that we had to start over. And now that won't be a problem in zombies anymore. And these separate HUDs for multiplayer and zombies is a good addition as well. In multiplayer, I like the classic HUD because it makes the UI look like Black Ops 4, and can we all just take a moment to dwell on the fact that Black Ops 4 is considered classic by today's standards? But yeah, that's the UI HUD I like to use, but when I would use it in zombies, it was buggy as hell. Like, the round counter would block off parts of my UI, which was really freaking annoying. So eventually, I just got rid of it all. I went back to the normal HUD and never bothered with it again. Well, with Season 2, it seems like we can customize our HUDs the way we thought we were going to be able to at the launch of the game, so I suppose that's a good thing, but I don't know, guys. I'm torn on this one because the Call of Duty franchise obviously and objectively needs help right now. It needs all the changes and updates it can possibly get, and these changes are objectively good. It could be argued that maybe they should have been in the game at launch, and I agree with that, but at least these features are finally being added because something is certainly better than nothing. But I do wonder about this new zombies map, and I'm also wondering about Verdansk because it's clear that they are rushing this stuff out prematurely because the player base is leaving. Call of Duty has not seen this much backlash since the reveal trailer of Infinite Warfare. Just think about that one for a moment, guys. Fans are fed up with Activision's manipulation. They're fed up with their bullshit. They want a functioning game that feels like a game and not like a predetermined player retention farm, essentially. And while new stuff in zombies is good, like, none of these updates or features really do anything to fix the core problems that fans have with Black Ops 6, Warzone, ranked play, and everything else. Like, zombies fans, sure, they're gonna be pretty happy with this, assuming the map works properly with it being rushed out so fast, but when it comes to Warzone, ranked play, the traditional multiplayer, the same issues still persist. Nothing about today's reveal mentions anything about their game plan to actually address the problems that the community has with Call of Duty right now. Zombies was already good. People were already loving zombies. It's probably half the reason why the game still has remaining players. We need to hear about what they plan to do in regards to everything else, and apparently they will have that opportunity when they fully reveal Season 2 next week. As always, I'll be here with you guys every step of the way as we learn more, and together we're going to see what Activision has planned as they try to save Black Ops 6 and Warzone, and it's going to be interesting one way or the other. But until then, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.